up, YouTube? Topaz Yates back for another review, and this one is to that Joyner Lucus featuring Logic, that ISIS. And I'll give this one the yellow light, man, because I am entertained by this. That production is rather solid. The flows and delivery that these guys are delivering on this was cool as well. It's just, really, I expected more, especially for a song that is allegedly the conclusion of the quote-unquote beef that they had. And we all knew that that beef really wasn't much and it really wasn't going anywhere, so the conclusion of it was going to come eventually, whether it was them collaborating or them just never talking about it ever again. Really, the only thing that came out of that beef was the fact that Logic is better, but yet it exposed both of them for being limited artists with delusions of grandeur, thinking that they're like somewhat of the best that's out there in the game right now. But let's go ahead and break down this track, man, where the basic concept of ISIS goes into how they're spitting about it. You feel me? Like each of them are spitting specifically saying something about ISIS. Like how Joyner Lucus starts it off saying how I'll kidnap these dudes like ISIS. And then you got Logic in the middle of his verse say that that's the mission like ISIS. So clearly they're speaking about this. And when you look at the entire track, on how they're really just spitting, but the commonality being had here is them talking about how they're superior to the competition and the competition needs to step it up and stuff like that. So you can perceive them as saying that they are like ISIS, where ISIS is a terroristic group that's trying to enforce Sharia law in a bunch of other areas and stuff. So what they can be saying here is they are terroristically going through this rap game and putting all of these weak rappers into place and establishing a law that must be abided by. But yet they do it just merely by spitting bars here, and the bars are not really that great. Let's look at the highlights of Joyner Lucus first, like how he said that I'm so fly that I've become a flight risk. That was pretty cool. But the problem with his bars is that that's not the standard that he's delivering throughout his verse. The standard is like when he's saying, yo, even Stevie Wonder could have seen this one coming, something that has been commonly used throughout all of hip-hop. And this isn't even a interesting or potent bar, but he spit it like it was one. You dig? And that's really the vast majority of his verse. And Logic only does but slightly better, you dig? Because clearly Logic is the better rapper, but yet neither of them are that vastly superior, like I said in the beginning. Like how he said, we gonna need a couple horses, double homicide, how we killed the beat and the verses. Like, okay, that's cool wordplay, cool flow, but not a potent bar. How he said, I keep a piece like a waistline. Well, I mean, decent at best. How he said, I'm high and drunk, call that HD vision. Well, that was cool as well, the H and the D, high and drunk. Okay, fine, these are cool bars, and I will say it's a slight step ahead of what Joyner Lucus was doing, but yet nothing major. Definitely a project I would say go ahead and check out. It's cool, it's just don't give it so many points like so many people will, because the names of Joyner Lucus and Logic is on one particular track and they just had beef, so therefore people trying to make it out to be something grander than what it is, when it's not. It's decent at best. I hope you enjoyed the show. You can follow me at Twitter up there, and you can go to downloadpaz.com, that's down there, to read today's article.